welcome to More Than a Pink Cadillac. We are so excited that you are here tonight joining us. Your consultant has big goals, so you being on here is huge to her. She so appreciates you. I am Danny Sadler. I live in Orchard Park, New York, and I am so excited to be your Madam Hostess of the night. So guests, so important. So we've got some pretty amazing prizes tonight. And if you want to be entered to win them, you want to make sure you're commenting and in your comment include your beauty consultant's name. So check out these amazing prizes. I mean, Free People tote bag, Simple Modern beach bag, Lululemon belt bag, Yeti, Gerber sunglasses. I mean, these prizes are just to die for. I wish I could get them. So you want to make sure you're commenting as much as physically possible. We want to see your excitement. And if you have questions, pop those in the chat too. Okay, we'll get to them. There's also some super fun 24-hour drawings that you can get entered into as well. So there is hydrating sheet mask, some Mary Kay products, and we want to make sure we get your feedback because we love to know how to improve and keep this event going smoothly. So we definitely want your feedback. So get that to your consultant. If you decide that you are going to submit your beauty agreement because you're like $35, nothing to lose, let's go. You also get entered into some fun products for that. And then also we love our hostesses. So if you're not going to join tonight, we want to give you something for free, right? So you can get entered to win a masking mini set, which is so good if you like travel a lot too. So hold that beauty bash in May or June. So we're just so excited to give you free stuff. That's what we want to do. Give you free stuff. Okay. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. So I joined Mary Kay a little over 7 years ago. I joined because I was getting married and I'm a math teacher. My husband's a teacher, which means we're broke. So I'm like, okay, I need to get another job. But my life was insanely full at the time. So I was teaching high school math full time. I was also a full-time graduate student doing my master's, research for my thesis, all of that fun stuff. I was tutoring students on Sunday nights for cash under the table. I was the advisor of 6 clubs because I just can't tell my students no. So we're planning prom, senior trip, winter ball, running club, homecoming floats, like you name it. I was either in charge of it or chaperoning it. I like lived at school. He thought I had a cot under my desk. Okay. So I just, was my own wedding planner because I planned prom. So like, throw in some adult beverages and a church and bam, you got a wedding, right? And I fully intended to quit after my wedding. I'm like, I just need money for this short period of time. I literally asked my friend who was an English teacher, I'm like, can I join your Mary Kay team? Because like my availability was banana pants. So I needed flexibility. Like some weeks I could work, some weeks I couldn't. And it'd be like, maybe this week's Tuesday, but next week's Thursday, and definitely not Wednesday next week, the following. And I needed that flexibility so bad. So I was like, can I join your team? And I'm going to quit after the wedding. And I was not a glamour girl by any stretch of the imagination. I wore no makeup. I think I had the same mascara all throughout college. Ew, gross. Don't do that. Okay. Replace that sucker every 3 months. And I washed my face and it used to be Mary Kay, but then I moved out of the house. My mom stopped buying it. So then it was just whatever was in the shower. So my skin was rough. But I learned so much. I learned why moisturizer was important. I had so much fun. With the business, I started to grow my team, which I had told my girl at the beginning, I am not sharing this opportunity. Okay. And fast forward, we've been to Italy and Sicily a few times. We did pay off most of that wedding, which was so exciting. And we bought our first home, which I'm in right now. We renovated said home, got my husband a brand new truck, and we debuted as a unit last January, which was super exciting. In March of last year, so just over a year ago, we earned our very first Mary Kay car. So I'm driving for free, which is super fun. And right now we're on target to earn the coveted pink Cadillac. And we welcomed our daughter Cecilia to the world on Christmas Eve. So I was going to originally only take 8 weeks maternity leave because that's what teachers get. And teachers don't really even get that. You just use your sick days. And then when they're gone, like you're unpaid and it sucks. But I wanted to be home longer with her. So my husband's like, you have Mary Kay, like just take the year. And I was like, huh, okay. And so I took the rest of the school year off. And I'm so glad I did because I've seen so many milestones with her. But what's really crazy is Mary Kay is the backup plan I didn't know I needed. So uh, last month, my school district decided to cut about 50 people, and I had 3 people under me in my department. So I was fourth. Like I was like, my seniority, I'm not getting cut. It's not me. We cut 4 math teachers. So it was me. So I got the call that I was getting laid off. And I'm like, this is great because I've been having so much fun working my business full time and being home and, with my little one, that I was like, this is amazing. Sorry if you can hear in the background. So I was probably one of the only people in my district that was like, oh no, so sad. I feel bad for my coworkers, but it's like, do you have job security? Because I've been teaching 11 years. I really thought I had job security and I did not. So it has been so much fun since being off, like March and April. I have more than doubled what I would have made teaching in that month. So, we're doing great. We are moving along like, nothing. Nothing's gone wrong. So now we're working towards Cadillac and Trip and building a unit and spreading the word so that women have choices and women have backup plans and security. So I asked him, like, do you have security? Because I really thought I did. So excited for that. Next, you get to meet the amazing Jackie Engel. And I am so excited for you to meet this amazing woman. Jackie, you are muted.
Sorry about that, Melissa. Thank you so much, Danny. You are so inspiring. I love hearing you talk and I love your enthusiasm. You are amazing. So, hi, everybody. Yes, my name is Jackie Engel. I actually joined Mary Kay just a little over 2 years ago. It was never anything I thought in a million years that I would be doing. So, I grew up on a farm, drove heavy equipment most of my life. For the last 4 or 5 years, I was driving cement truck, ready mix truck, actually. And I love the outdoors. So I'm big outdoors, hunting, fishing, camping, anything with our family, you name it. That's my life, right? So makeup and skincare didn't really like fit into that, really. Um, I don't even know what I used. I think I used bar soap. But anyways, I went to a party. So a friend invited me to a spa party and I just was like, okay, I'll go just to be a good friend. But I will tell you what, you guys, I tried the charcoal mask and it changed me. Like, you ever want something that you have like instant gratification, try our charcoal mask. And from there, I wanted more. And so I was buying stuff. And, as sweet as my consultant was, she was like, I love the sales, but, you could join and get your stuff for half off. Well, driving truck for 60 hours a week, I'm like, I'm not going to work the business. I'm not going to share the opportunity. I'm not going to do parties. Well, I had a kickoff party, which you do after when you first join, and I made great money. I think I made almost $800 at that party. It was amazing. So I'm like, okay, I'll do a few of these, and it wasn't hard, it was easy. It just kind of flowed and it fit into my life. I did it when I had little pockets of time. And fast forward a year later, I became a director, something I never thought I would do. 2 months after that, we earned our first career card. And now we just earned our second and on target for the pink Cadillac, which never thought that would happen. And so I was able to quit driving cement truck, do my Mary Kay full time, be an at-home mom. I have 2 boys, Ashton and Parker. Ashton is 20, Parker's 15. Ashton's out of the house, but Parker, I still have a few years left at home with him. And being a single mom, you guys, most of their lives, I have worked very hard and missed a lot of stuff. So I didn't have that flexibility that I now have. I wasn't able to go to school events, go to, things, whatever the kids were doing, even going to meet the teachers. I wasn't able to do that. And now I have all of that. I can chaperone. I can do whatever I want. I can be there for them. I can take them to driver's ed. I can go to the bank or the post office during normal hours. Like, I don't have to just go to the drop box. I love the flexibility. I love the women that I have met. Like, oh my gosh, my best friends are my unit members. And together we're just growing and loving each other and loving on women. That's what I really, really love. Something that I never in a million years thought I would do. I couldn't imagine my life without now. So if that is ever something that you're like, I'm looking for something on the side, I will tell you what, this is the best gig ever. You get to work from home, you get to be with your family, you get to make those memories, you get to love on other women. When women empower women, they become empowered. And I love that quote, empowered women empower women. So yeah, that's just about me a little bit, you guys. Next up, you get to hear from the beautiful, gorgeous, amazing Allie McMahon.
Woo! Oh, Jackie. Oh my gosh. Can I just steal everything you said? Seriously, isn't this beautiful? I'm sensing a theme here with all of these young moms here. I'm joining the group here now. I'm going to try to talk pieces of my Mary Kay story that haven't already been said, because I feel like we have so much in common, and we all just love all the same things. The sisterhood, the friendship that comes along with this business is like nothing else. And I love that we get to do events like this together, because we work together, we collaborate together, and we are, like Jackie just said, we empower each other together. We're in business for ourselves for sure, but not by ourselves. So my Mary Kay story started about 9 years ago. I was introduced to the products, fell in love with the products. 50% discount. Heck yes. I was a middle school teacher at the time. I taught middle school for 12 years, and I loved my job, loved it. And like Jackie said, something I never, ever, ever could imagine myself doing when I was really introduced to the business opportunity. I remember thinking to myself, I have a real job. What, are you kidding? I'm not going to, I'm not a salesy person. I'm not going to go sell lipsticks. Are you kidding me? No way. But when 20, so okay, back up. So I really utilized the discount for 6 years, you guys. I did very little with the business. And then when 2020 hit, when the pandemic hit, we were stuck at home. I needed something to do. And a charcoal mask changed my life, because I put a charcoal mask on my face, went live on Facebook for the very first time. And truly the rest is history. In the last couple of years, I've been able to stay home with my 2 little boys. I've got a 2-year-old Charlie, and I have a 10-week-old today named Otis. I never thought I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. But I love being a work from home mom. I love that what I put into this business, I get out of it. I love that I get to work with other women and help them build their business in the way that they want to. And there's just nothing like it. There's nothing like it. And now I get to introduce you guys to my friend and seminar roomie. We are rooming together at our big Dallas celebration in just a couple months. This is my dear friend, Olivia.
Hi, everyone. And yes, I am in my car because I have 2 little ones as well. Cleo, she is 2, and Everett, he is 7 months old, and they are loud, and they, of course, want mama when I am in the house. So I am hiding in my car in my driveway, so that way I don't have any distractions for you. Okay, so I've been in Mary Kay for almost 6 years now, and I was first introduced to the Mary Kay products when I was a college sophomore, and I now live in Sparta, Wisconsin, but I went to school in Eau Claire. And I had a facial. I love the products, but I absolutely fell in love with lash intensity mascara. And I bought it maybe like every 3 months for 2 years, pretty much just avoiding my consultant. Like, I was super skeptical. I was just like, don't talk to me like about the Mary Kay opportunity, because I was like not joining. Pretty much just like what Allie said, like, I'm in college, like, I don't need Mary Kay, right? I was so skeptical and kind of snooty about it. Like, not great. Not great. But I then graduated. I graduated with a geology degree. So yes, that is like rocks and stuff. I was working as an environmental scientist. And so what my life looked like was traveling around Wisconsin. I was in a big red truck hauling a big ATV. I was doing wetland delineations and plant surveys. And I was wearing muck boots and a head net, sunscreen, bug spray, like no makeup. It was great. Thought it was my dream job, but it wasn't. But I thought it was because that's what I went to school for, right? Well, I, was graduated. I then got talked into having a Mary Kay party. And at that party, one of my friends wanted to sign up, and I had sold a bunch of stuff. So I was like, all right, I'll sign up. Like, what's the worst that can happen? I got a mom and 2 sisters. They'll buy for me, right? Well, fast forward a little bit, I absolutely fell in love with Mary Kay and what it had to offer and just everything about it. And I decided to quit that full-time job. Well, I got a couple like extra jobs because I was like making nothing in Mary Kay yet. And it was kind of a blessing in disguise when COVID hit because my husband, my now husband, he got a really great job, moved us down to Houston, Texas from Wisconsin. And it has made me be able to work Mary Kay ever since. So in that time, I have promoted myself to director. We've earned 2 Mary Kay cars, one of which I am in right now. And then we've had 2 babies, and we have moved 7 times in the last 5 years since starting my Mary Kay business. So I love the flexibility, being able to go wherever, do, whatever my husband wants, because he has just made a final career change and move here to his hometown where he's working for his family business. And so, yeah, I love the flexibility and being able to work from home and pretty much work around nap schedules. So now I get to pass it off to my friend Darcy, who gets to share a little bit more about our products and hopefully some new ones.
Yeah, well, thanks, Olivia. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love being on this. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here tonight. And I'm going to share a little bit about myself. I've been with Mary Kay for 23 years. I signed up to get a discount on the products. So if you see some of these products here tonight and you're like, hey, I'm a savvy shopper and you want to get a great discount, well, you're going to hear all about that. And you know what? I had no idea that what would come from falling in love with the products and getting a discount is the business I enjoy today. The freedom, the flexibility. You heard from all the gals, but I'm going to share with you some of my favorites. So brand new, hot off the press. Now, if you have teenagers or you have sensitive skin or you like to try something new, I have our brand new Mary Kay skincare for you. You guys, this comes in 2 formulas. We have a cleanser and a moisturizer, and it's super clean and basic and just it's customizable to whoever. They're 20 each. Okay, so cleanser, moisturizer, and then an amazing exfoliating scrub and a toner. You guys, I absolutely love this. Of course, I love all of our skincare, our Time Wise for anti-aging to look great. But these are awesome. So 20 a piece. Contact your consultant. It comes in mattifying or hydrating. The fun part is you can use the toner with your Time Wise. You can use the scrub with your Time Wise. Clear proof, men's, whatever you like. So this is our new Mary Kay skincare, all 4 pieces. And I'm in love with it. Okay, so if you can't tell, I really am. Then our next brand new thing. Oh my gosh, this is a fan favorite. This is our clear brow gel. Okay, so prep your brows. Okay, I'm kind of reading off a sheet because I can't remember all this. Okay, prep your brows before you do your brow liner with the little brow brush. Use this little clear brow gel. I've been using this for about a week now. My 14-year-old daughter is like, Mom, I gotta have one of those. Okay, and she's not going to do brow liner, but just like to make the brows look better. You can set your brows after your liner. You can also we have a tinted one. This is clear, or you can wear this solo just to look great. Okay, and this is 14. Okay, now how about changing someone's life with lipstick? Okay, we are talking about pink changing lives. We have 2 brand new lipsticks that are limited edition. The formula is amazing, and we have 2 shades. We have Empower, because women are empowering others, right? And that is going to be a little bit of a brighter pink. And then we have Positive Impact, which is a little bit more of a mauve. Now I'm just going to share with you. You see how glittery they look? The glitter does not show up on your lips. Okay, so they're a beautiful formula. The glitter is to make you look really good and you're putting it on next to your girlfriends. These are 22. Now, I just want to share with you, these lipsticks come with a cause, okay? So $1 from each of these lipsticks goes to the Mary Kay Foundation. And what the Mary Kay Foundation does is they raise money. So we, as beauty consultants and sales directors, we have the opportunity to donate money. We can raise money for the Mary Kay Foundation. And they do. Pink Changing Lives is really their motto. And so what they do is they donate money to research for cancers that affect women. They also donate money to shelters to eradicate domestic violence, 2 very big causes in our world. And just by buying a lipstick, you can help support that cause. Okay, so these are 22 a piece. Again, we have Positive Impact, more of a mauve, and then Empower, more of a hot pink. Okay, so those are 2 new lipsticks. Now, not to like stop at the lip thing here, but Mary Kay has 3 brand new liquid matte lipsticks in our lineup for the summer. Now, I'm just going to share with you, if you have gotten your book in the mail already, the colors look really, really dark in the book. I'm just going to say they do. Contact your consultant and try these. They are not super dark, okay? They honestly, they are not, okay? So they come in soft fawn, rich mahogany, and red noir. They go on super smooth, soft. They're not dry. The color is long wearing, and you get a great matte look. Okay, these are limited edition. I'm just going to tell you, get your hands on them. Every lady I've shared, they at least want two, if not all three. Okay, and these are 20 a piece. So you want to make sure you have a hot new lip for all the graduation parties, Father's Day, the summer, weddings, all the fun festivities. So you want to make sure you have a new lip for that. And so these are a few of our amazing products. The last one I want to share, everyone needs, is a little bit of sunscreen. Okay, so this is our new mineral facial sunscreen. You can use it on your body as well. It's designed for your face. You can use it on top of your skincare, under your makeup. It's not greasy. It does not smell like sunscreen, which is great. It's a zinc oxide, so it's a physical barrier from the sun. Literally, the sun will hit you and it'll bounce back. Okay, you're still going to get some great color from the sun, still look wonderful. I just absolutely love this. I've used it on my shoulders, face, everywhere. Amazing product. 28. Ask your consultant how you can get it. And I hope you guys just have a ball tonight, and make sure you comment so you win some prizes. And don't forget to contact your consultant when you're done and give her your feedback on what you thought. Say, hey, do you want to have fun with us? All of us have a ball. So I'm going to turn it back over to Danny. And I hope you guys have a great night.
Awesome. Well, I get the pleasure of announcing our first winner, and she is going to win that Lululemon belt bag, super jelly. So congratulations to Anka Kaplan, who is the guest of Lark Brown. Oh my God. Sorry. So Anka, congratulations. And I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. So next, I get the pleasure of introducing none other than National Sales Director Sue Ponko. And I'm going to name a few of her accolades. She is incredible. Okay. So she has earned the use of 19 Mary Kay career cars, and 11 of those are the prestigious pink Cadillac. So she has earned so many company trips, 5-star trips around the world, around the globe. And she is in the top 10 national area in the Diamond Seminar for the last 4 years. So she's like amazing and so humble too, which I absolutely love. So Sue Ponko, cannot wait to hear from you. Amazing woman.
Thank you so much, Danny. Oh my goodness. My name is Sue Ponko. Welcome, everybody. We're so excited that you have chosen to join us tonight. And no, I don't have babies at home, if you haven't guessed. But when I started Mary Kay, my oldest was 2.5, and my youngest wasn't even born yet. She was born several years later, 5 years later, I believe. And she came home from the hospital in a pink car. So, you know, you guys, in 1963, Mary Kay Ash, our company's founder, opened her doors to what is now the #1 direct selling brand of skincare and color cosmetics in the world. Oh my gosh. And we are also in 35 countries besides the United States. So you might be sitting there wondering, okay, how does a company that's been around for 61 years still be going so strong and stay relevant in today's world with all different age groups? Well, hopefully you're going to find that out tonight. And new data has revealed an eagerness, you guys, for entrepreneurship. And according to the Washington Post, one of the most interesting things happening in the economy right now and over the last few years is that big boom in entrepreneurship. A survey said that the #1 thing individuals want is to be their own boss. They want freedom, they want flexibility and control over the quality of their lives. They're also looking for personal growth and self-improvement. Sounds like a Mary Kay career to me. And at Mary Kay, we are embracing these new entrepreneurs. You know, we couldn't be more excited as a company that Mary Kay Cosmetics has been breaking records. And our virtual kitchen table has exploded over the past crazy years we've had. In addition to meeting with, say, I don't know, 3 to 6 women around a kitchen table, we can now meet virtually with hundreds of women in a month. It's not unusual for a brand new beauty consultant, you guys, to have her very first virtual launch party with the help of her sales director with over hundreds and hundreds of dollars in sales. I don't know, in our area, national area, they seem to be averaging anywhere from sometimes $600 to $800. And for those of you who maybe stay at home with small kids or you have school age kids, who couldn't get excited about a 50% profit? Yep, I said it, on an $800 party. You guys, that's $400 profit without leaving your home if you choose not to. And I can't help but think about my youngest daughter, Emily Weber, who earned her very first Mary Kay career car when she was in college. And then she earned 3 more of those cars, Mary Kay cars, after that, while having a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old over the last 9 years. You know, I also love the fact that our company is based on faith first, family second, and career third, and on praising women to success. So there you go. I want you to think about this. A computer screen has even more spots available than a kitchen table, right? There's no drive time virtually. No territories is appreciated more than ever in Mary Kay because we get to meet with women virtually all over the country. You can be sitting in Wisconsin holding a party with 5 women from Nebraska, like one of our directors when we first started working virtually. She goes, and I've never even been to Nebraska. Anyway, we're staying connected and reconnecting with family and friends, and attendance has increased. Oh my gosh. And the startup cost is as low as $35. Wow. And online shopping is definitely where it's at. Just ask Amazon. They dropped off stuff at my house today. We provide a virtual and or an in-person experience that is fun. And we get to work from home when we choose. And that's just to name a few things. You know, I want you guys to think about this. Have you ever thought about the fact that it only takes $27 a day in spending to blow almost $10,000 in a year? I don't know, maybe 3 Starbucks coffees if you drink 3 in a day. I don't know. But it also means you only need to earn $27 a day with a side gig, and you've got yourself a potential $10,000 raise. Wow. Now, the side hustle is truly becoming no longer optional. 60% of Americans say they would not be able to cover a, on the spot $400 emergency expense. Nearly 70% of Americans right now who are working are looking for extra work to combat inflation. So before you judge or roll your eyes at a direct sales business, learn why our industry is thriving right now. And it might be the kind of connection and community and girlfriends and opportunity that you've been craving. And there was a report out that from Vogue magazine business report that talked about the fact that skincare grew more than 203%, and customers were adding more steps to their skincare routines. So no wonder our company is breaking records, you guys. That's why we are so passionate about talking to women right now. And we are definitely looking for more women to help us in our ever expanding marketplace. That's for sure. And guests, don't forget to keep commenting while your speakers are speaking tonight, because make sure you let us know who your consultant is behind your name, okay? Because we want you to get your name in for the rest of the drawings that we're doing. Well, it's hard for me to believe that it has been over 36 years since I received a phone call from a lifelong friend, all the way since first grade. We went to grade school together, high school together, roomed together in college, and asking me if I thought she should become a Mary Kay beauty consultant. Well, me being the best supportive friend that I was, I told her, what, are you crazy? You couldn't sell band candy in high school. Why would you ever want to become a Mary Kay beauty consultant? I also said, there's no money to be made in Mary Kay. Well, fortunately for both of us, she did not listen. And guess who became her very first team member? Yep, me, her skeptical friend. You see, When I began my business, my husband, who recently retired, was a Lutheran minister and I was a teacher. So we were broke. And when I found out how much my friend Lisa was selling by just holding like 2 to 3 parties a week, that was all I needed to give it a try. And my biggest fear, though, was as a teacher, what did I know about selling, right? Well, Lisa shared with me, if you could teach them how to put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, you could do this business. So I began sprinkling my business into my busy teaching schedule. And in about just 4 months' time, I had matched my teaching salary, which actually wasn't too hard to do about 36 years ago. But I will tell you that my very first party, I was so nervous, even though it was just a few of my fellow teachers that I saw every single day. In fact, I was sweating and it wasn't even warm out, you guys. I was used to talking to kids knee high. I was not used to talking to adults. And it was a good thing I had another party book later that week. And I remember at that party, I sold over $429 and I was hooked. So after about 4 months' time in Mary Kay, I resigned from my teaching job. And just over 1 year later, we earned our very first Mary Kay career car. And of course, the first place that I drove it to, yep, you guessed it, my former school. And 1 year later, I became a sales director and now a national sales director. As far as my girlfriend, the one since first grade, she is none other than Inner Circle National Sales Director, Lisa Madsen. And yes, she still teases me that if she'd listened to me, we'd both still be broke. So please listen with an open mind, you guys, because you never know what your future holds. Take a look at those pictures over the years. The one with our hair and all the perms that we had. Oh my goodness, that is me with my brand new car 35 years ago. Wow. I'll tell you. Let me introduce Lisa with just a couple of amazing, fast, fun facts. And the first fact I want to share with you is Lisa was the #1 sales director in all of Mary Kay, North America, for 7 years in a row. And that is a record that still stands today, 24 years later. She became an Inner Circle National her first year as a national area. And only 6 people in the history of Mary Kay have done that. And lastly, she is the current #1 national area in our seminar division, and also the #3 national area in North America, with the goal of becoming #1 in North America in the next year. So without further ado, I'd love to welcome my girlfriend, Inner Circle National, Lisa Madsen. There she is.
You're like, okay, is it going to go off? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Talk about the energy on this call. And Sue, I'm cracking up because, you said all I needed to do was give it a try. Yeah, she watched me for 6 months, people, 6 months before she decided to give it a try. But boy, oh boy, once she did, she got a new team member the first day or the very next day. And she has been on a roll ever since. And it's just been so much fun. But yeah, she almost ruined my life. And also many of the Mary Kay Beauty consultants and sales directors that are in our national areas. Because had I listened to her, I would not have signed up in Mary Kay. So I still like you, Sue. In fact, I love you and I appreciate you. And it's been really fun doing this all these years together. And I think you just had your 37th anniversary in April, because I'm going to be 38 in October. 38 years of Mary Kay. So, and yes, we both were young ones. We were young ones. And how fun to have all the other speakers tonight be the ages like they're young. They're young. So anyways, and I do want to say, every time Darcy Grukuski talks about the product, every single time she talks about the product, I'm like, I need that. And here's the sad thing. Okay, so when I signed up in Mary Kay, I wore very little makeup, and washed my face. I mean, I had bought another brand, but that sat there, and I was using the Ivory soap in the shower. And so whatever. So I was not a makeup girl, not heavy duty into makeup. And I still, to this day, what I love more than anything is our skincare and all of the supplements that literally make us so that we don't look as old as we are, we hope. So anyways, honestly, when it comes to glamour, I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. But you can ask any of my sales directors. I wear the same color lipstick all the time, worn it for years, and then I'll switch maybe then. So same eyeshadow all the time. So I'm not heavy duty into the makeup. Well, here's the funny thing is the company always sends Sue and I as nationals, we get the free product of the new products coming out. And I'm going to be honest. When the lipstick, I got that, everything Darcy went over tonight, and I got the lipstick thing, and I went like this, and I'm like, sparkles on the lipstick. Well, that's like for a 20-year-old or 18-year-old. So I screwed it back, put it away. Then the brow gel, I'm like, yeah, I remember wearing that years ago. I'm not going to deal with that. Put that away. And then the lip gel, the gel stuff that she showed, yeah, I looked at all that and I'm like, that's way too dark. Never tried it on. I mean, they literally send it to us so we can try it, and I didn't. But every time Darcy talks about our products, I'm like, oh, I know right where the box is. I'm going to go there right after tonight. I'm going to try on all that stuff. Darcy Grukuski, I love how you love our products and you use all of it. And like I said, I use skincare head to toe. I use body care. I use all of it. But when it comes to glamour, I wear the same color all the time. And you can get to the top by wearing the same thing all the time if you want to. It was so fun to hear from all of these young sales directors. Olivia, can you picture beautiful, beautiful Olivia, the one that was sitting in her car? Can you picture her wearing steel-toed shoes, walking around, doing what she was doing? And here she is today. I mean, seriously, just doing. She's powerful in Mary Kay, and I'm so proud of her. And I love how she said she was hiding in her car because the children, right? So they want their mommy. But you know what's really cool? When I first got on here tonight, my son is 36 years old, and his wife just went on a 5-day trip with her parents. They've been married for many years. They've got how old people, 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. And so he was home with the 5-year-old and the 2-year-old for 5 days. And he texted me just a little bit ago and he goes, Mama's home. I'm so happy. And he's so excited he's excited to see his wife, but honestly, you guys, when the husbands, they're not forced to take care of their children, but when mom's away, then they step up and they become even closer to their children. And that is what really one of the greatest gifts I think Mary Kay gives to a lot of moms and dads in this business. In fact, I had a woman say to me once that, or a man say to me that he was so grateful for Mary Kay because he said, I was forced to be a great dad because when mom's around, everybody goes to mom, right? But when dad's the only one there, they have to go to him. And he told me, he said, I know I have a better relationship with my children because of the fact that, that she went away and did parties at night. And you don't have to. We've got them in home. You can go do them in their homes, or you can also do it all online. And that's totally up to you. And Olivia, I was cracking up. She goes, that's back when I wasn't making a lot of Mary Kay. Here's the deal, people. The way it works, you put a lot into your business, you make a lot. You put a little bit into your business, you make a little. It's that simple. And at that time, when she wasn't making a lot, it's because she wasn't putting in a lot. But you can make that extra, that just a little extra, just like Sue was talking about per day, how much people spend. You can make that extra on top of that full-time job. What could the extra buy for your family? When you really think about it, what could the extra buy? And Mary Kay can provide that extra. And Allie McMahon, honestly, a charcoal mask changed her life. She went live on Facebook with a charcoal mask on and started talking about it. And you know what? She was ready for the change. She was ready for the change. And she didn't know she was ready for the change. In fact, when she signed up at Mary Kay, she wasn't ready for a change. So she was teaching and doing Mary Kay undercover, just a little, playing with it, getting her products that cost, looking better for half the price, all of that. And yet all of a sudden she went live in that group. And what she has been able to do is to create a life. She's very competitive in a very healthy way. She works hard, and Mary Kay really compensates her beautifully for what she does in her business. It is such a thrill to watch her. And here she is, little baby. Oh my gosh, Otis, 10 weeks old today. I feel like he was born yesterday. Unbelievable. And she has not missed a beat because she does the majority, I'd say 99%, I'm guessing. So Allie, fix it in the chat if I say this wrong, but I would say you do 95% to 99% from your home and just do a lot on Zooms and Facebook parties, etc. And then now she's been adding in a little bit of in person. But isn't that beautiful that you have that freedom, that choice, that you can do it that way? And then Jackie Engel, honestly, I crack up every time she talks because I'm like a ready mixed truck. You guys, we used to do Zooms when she was still working her job and when she was on lunch hour, and she'd be in the truck. She'd be in the ready mixed truck. And she was just killing it in her Mary Kay business. That was the extra. Remember what I talked about? The extra bit of work, the extra bit of effort, the extra income that came in. And she was able to leave that job because of her Mary Kay business. Now, some people, they never leave their job. They never have to leave their job, but she was ready and wanted to. And as a result, she is really taking off in her business. And it's been so much fun. Empowered women empower women. What a beautiful statement. And Jackie Engel, you empower women. And then Danny Sadler, the math teacher. Oh my gosh. Honestly, doesn't she crack you up? Caught under her desk. Some of her banana pants. I mean, she cracks me up. I mean, I could see with her being, can you imagine her being your math teacher? She probably makes math look fun. Probably. I don't know. I never had a math teacher make math look fun to me, but she is fun. Fun. That's who she is. And today I got a phone call from Mary Kay Corporate and from Mike Strong. He works there. Well, he texted me first. He goes, do I have Danny Sadler's correct phone number? And I said, well, let me check. So I took a picture and I said, yeah, that's it. And he goes, okay. He goes, yeah, I called. I got a busy signal 3 times. He goes, that's weird. I said, well, that's odd. Well, then she texted me and said, Mike Strong was calling me from Mary Kay Corporate. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I said, you both are trying to get a hold of each other. So they couldn't get each other. So I did a 3-way call. I thought, well, I may as well, I can walk away from the phone if he wants to be private with her. But anyways, no, that was it. He was calling to congratulate her on what she was doing. She's so wound up. She doesn't know what end she's on. Her unit doubled. They doubled in size in March because she is fired up. And did you catch? She had a baby on December 24th. Oh, yeah. And then did you catch that she was high up in seniority teaching? And so for sure, she knew she had job security. And all of a sudden she didn't. And the day she lost her job, the day she was going in, before she even went in, she Voxered me and said, well, I just got called in. I think they're going to let me go. I said, what? So anyways, and the next day or that later that day, she Voxered me again, giddy with excitement that she had lost her job. Now, I don't have that happen very often, that people are that excited. I said to her, well, at least, make sure when you're around the teachers that you at least, they don't have a backup plan. So make sure you don't sound quite as excited as you are sounding right now. And I'm excited for you, Danny Sadler. This is just the beginning. I know you are. Doubling her teaching salary in March and April when she just started to go wild with her business. You guys, this is the greatest career in the world. I mean, it's my opinion, but I'm just saying, to me, this is the greatest career in the world. Greatest career for raising a family as you're watching these young moms as they are raising their families. And Sue and I started when we were young moms raising our family. And now we have the freedom, we have the flexibility to do whatever we want, when we want, because of our Mary Kay business. When I was approached to sell Mary Kay, I was like, oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. Not interested. No, thank you. And then long story short, I decided, fine, I will listen to this woman. I will sit down with her, and then I'm going to get rid of her. I'm a 2-time college dropout. I was working as a secretary in corporate America till we had our first child. Then I wound up getting a part-time job working as a secretary. And then we didn't have enough money to pay for Christmas presents for 2 of our 2 little kids. And so I got another part-time job working in retail. My kids were the best dressed poor kids in the world. With my employee discount, I was saving money left and right. But what happened was, you guys, I was approached to do this, and I'm like, I'm not interested, but fine, I'll let her come over. She came over, parked her pink car in my driveway, looked out the window, thought to myself, everybody knows she's here. Cannot believe this. And she came in, sat down at my kitchen table. Within 1 hour, I was filling out the paperwork to become an independent Mary Kay beauty consultant. I want you to know, you guys, this event is 1 hour. And I hope in this hour, that you allow what you have just heard and you allow what you are hearing now to just open your mindset to the possibilities of being able to dream and being able to do things that maybe you never could do if you didn't have that extra side hustle. And then maybe that side hustle extra could grow into a career where you make more money than you ever thought you could possibly imagine. What could Mary Kay be for you? Well, my husband, when I said I was going to do this, he said, you can do it. Don't expect any help from me. My first week of selling the product, I held 4 parties and a facial. A party is a hostess plus 2 people, on up to 6 or more. A facial is 1 to 2 people. At that party, that first week, I sold $682. Back in 1986, when it didn't cost what it costs today, right? $682. You thought we won the lottery. It was like I would come home from these parties and I would lay the checks on the kitchen table. And I would sit there, and my husband was a teacher and he'd be doing schoolwork. He'd look up, he'd look at the stack and he'd say, they buy that much makeup? I said, yeah, I know. Shocks me too, because I didn't wear a lot of makeup. So we were both in shock. He started to load my car after that very first week. He's been extremely supportive ever since. You heard Sue Ponko almost ruined my life. That was a phone call I made. And then I called my parents. I was 26 years old. I had never gotten pregnant without asking my mom if she thought I should. My mom, when I told her my great news that I was becoming a Mary Kay beauty consultant, my mom said to me, oh, Lisa. My dad wouldn't even talk to me about it. It was really, really sad because I was very close to my parents. Anyways, I signed up anyways, even though they didn't think I should. And bottom line is they became my biggest fans. When I went to Dallas, Texas, 7 years after I signed up, my unit became the #1 unit, Mary Kay. They put those crowns on my head each year. And I was a queen. They walked me around like I was Miss America, which obviously I'm not. And my parents came down. My children were there. My husband, they were all on stage with me. And my dad, it was so sweet. It was so wonderful to watch the farmer from Wisconsin who thought he became a motivational speaker. And every year his little speech on stage got a little bit longer. He absolutely was so proud of what I did. So what I want to do is I want to tell you what are some of the reasons people do this. For the money. I mean, I did it for the money. I had none. So that's why I signed up. Some people do it for the recognition and the appreciation. You know, when you think about it, there's a lot of people that go to work and they're not recognized and they're not appreciated for a job well done. And Mary Kay wrote the book on that. I hope and pray. I believe if corporate America would take a look at how Mary Kay Cosmetics treats their people, there'd be a lot more happy people in the workforce. Another thing she talked about that day was self-confidence and self-improvement. And I remember thinking, well, I'm fine, you know, in my own circle of friends, I'm just fine, you know, no big deal. But I love that statement again, Jackie Engel, empowered women empower women. And that's what happens, you guys, in Mary Kay, is we empower people to start to dream bigger, to start to think that they maybe could do something when maybe they never thought they could. A 2-time college dropout, why would I think I would be any good at this, right? But I had someone that believed in me. My sales director believed in me. She empowered me to believe in myself. And that's what we do for everyone. I always tell my directors, breathe belief in your people, because when they have someone believing in them, even if they don't, all of a sudden they start to believe too. And you know what? When you are a parent, you guys, you can't give something you don't have. If you do not have self-confidence, very difficult to pass it on to your children. And I love Mary Kay because it gave me that too. Another thing she talked about was the car. And I thought, oh yeah, like I can earn a car. Well, I earned the use of a Mary Kay career car. And we have driven many Mary Kay cars, starting in 1988, pink Cadillacs. I earned every 2 years. And then in 2000, I became a national, and nationals get to pick the Escalade. And the Escalade, you have to take it for 3 years because they're really expensive. So for 3 years. So every 3 years for the past several years, I have gotten the Escalade. Sue and I will be retiring on January 1st of 2026. Who cries when they're going to retire? We do. Like, I love this. Like, I would do this till I was 90 years old. I love this job. The last car they give us because you turn them back in, you get the next one. You turn them back in, you get the next one. Well, the last one, when you're a national sales director, you get to pick out the color because it's not pink. And they give it to you about a year or two before you retire. And then when you retire, they hand you over whatever they hand you, the paper. I don't know if it's a title or what. I don't know. But they hand it to you. They'll be our cars. It's a lease car right now, which is better for tax purposes because it's depreciating. So when they give it to me on my taxes, it won't be what it is that I've been driving for the past couple years. You guys, I realized the other day, well, a couple months ago, when I picked up this car, I'm like, oh, this is my last car. Shoot. Like, I'm used to a new one every 3 years, a brand new Escalade every 3 years. It's going to kind of stink. So anyways, but it's part of life. You might have to buy your own car when you retire. Okay. So advancement opportunity, advancement. 2-time college dropout, became number 1 director in the company 7 years later. Why? I fell in love with what I do. You mix that with a work ethic from growing up on a dairy farm. I didn't help at all. I watched them. So I knew how to work. I didn't work, but I knew how. And when I got into this and was in love with it, work ethic, love it. Work ethic, love it. Marry the two and you can surprise yourself at what you can achieve. And then being your own boss, never having to ask permission. Never having to ask permission for a day off. I love that. So avenue of income number 1 is by holding parties and facials. I already mentioned that. We buy it for $1. We sell it for $2. It's a 50% commission. We sell a consumable item. I'm still getting paid today for facials and shows I did 37 years ago, almost 38. Dovetailing. You have a party booked. You can't hold it because you have a sick child. You can call up someone else. She goes and does the party. Okay. Pays you 15%. So you make 15% by staying home with a sick child or doing whatever it is that you want to do. My son, the one whose wife just returned after a 5-day vacation, he was turning 8 years old and it was 12 days before his birthday. Stayed home from school sick with a tummy ache. Mid-morning, I realized something's off. Went to the doctor, diabetic. He's an insulin-dependent diabetic. So that's the situation. And he has had that disease ever since. You know, when you have diabetes, you have it. And 6 months into his illness, I was supposed to speak in Germany at a convention. In the middle of the night, I heard him in the bathroom. That's a sign of high blood sugars, especially for a little kid like that to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I tested his blood. It said, danger, call doctor. I didn't go to Germany. And I didn't call and say, is it okay if I don't go? 2,000 people were expecting me. And I said, I can't go. My little boy is sick. You guys, Mary Kay's philosophy is faith first, family second, career third. I appreciate that being a Christian. Secondly, having a husband and 3 children. We get paid a commission check every time our team members order product. You as a guest, when you sign up, if you order product, you will get paid. Your recruiter will get paid as long as she's active. Active is someone who does 225 once every 3 months. She will get paid every month that you order. Sue Ponko is my personal recruit. I have made money every single month since Sue Ponko signed up 37 years ago. She also became a national sales director 10 years ago this month. And as her senior national, on her anniversary of becoming a national, I get a $10,000 bump. Yeah. I don't even owe her though. Like you might say, well, does she owe her? No, she buys at the same discount that I do. And she's lucky I got in even when she told me not to. She actually owes me. I think you should write me a check, Sue, for $10,000. See what happens. Anyways, okay. Hopefully she's laughing. Okay. So that's person recruiting would get paid. It comes from Mary Kay. It does not come from your team member. Then directorship, what we do is we teach you, we train you, we motivate you, we believe in you, we help you, we empower you. That's what we do. Tax deductions, bottom line is you get an accountant who says what you can do and what you can't, and you abide by the rules. No territories. You can book, sell, recruit anywhere in the United States. I just got back from California and Colorado, working with one of my consultants in Colorado. And in California, I worked with a consultant in my unit, and then worked with some of my sales director, Shannon DeGuay, in her unit. And my son lives there, so I was able to be there. And be able to be there and still be able to work. And I did Zooms and everything else too. So that's no quotas. No ceilings means you just never know. No quotas means no ceilings is what it means. Full training every single week. We have training available. The meetings are not mandatory, but the people that do the best are there consistently. Prizes, I'd never won a prize in my life. And so that did not excite me. But I have to tell you, you saw the earrings on Danny, and I think Darcy had them on too. That's a monthly prize for consultants and sales directors. There's prizes every single month that you can earn. So that's that. Family security. I told you about the car that Sue and I get to take when we retire, but I didn't tell you about what happens. We are in a 5-year window, and here's what happens. Out of these 5 years, they're going to take the worst 2 years of our income. They're going to throw it out. They're going to average the 3 left to make 60%. 60% for 15 years until we're 80. You guys, we're the only direct selling company that even has that. The investment is 35. Sue and I paid 85. It's gone down in the last 37 years. 35, you guys. That's because it's an e-start. You get a website, the ability to take credit cards, all of this stuff. That's it. It's 35, you guys. What's the worst thing that could happen? 35. What if you spent 35 on? I bet Sue's Amazon package was more than 35. Serious, that she had delivered today. 35. It's nothing. It could change your life, you guys. And then you can get add-ons to the 35. You can get samplers for 45. You can get a pro start, which is where you'd want to be going and doing parties in people's homes. That's what all that comes in. That's over $400 worth of product for 90. Those are the 2 add-ons that you can do too. That's within 15 days of signing up. 35. I don't know. I've wasted 35 before. Have you? Inventory is up to you. You can start with nothing, be an order taker. You can go all the way up to 3,500 or 4,500. You can start anywhere in between. Decision number 1 is 35. Nothing. Although I shouldn't even say that, because I guess 35 really was a huge deal to me years ago. But I want you to know, if you want to be sitting here later on thinking 35 is nothing, then you might want to find the 35. 90% buyback guarantee. If you sell Mary Kay and quit and say, I don't like this, I don't want to do this, then you can send your inventory back. They'll reimburse you 90% within a year of your last order. I say that's a pretty good amount for them to take that. What's the word I'm looking for? Not that chance on you. I'm going to finish with the typical objections we get. Too shy. I want you to know I've never met a shy person that says, I'm shy, I'm having a ball. I want to say this way. Another one, can't sell. To that I say, we teach you how to use it. If you want to use it, if you want to buy it, you buy it. If you don't, you don't. Another one is no time. To that one I say, don't tell me that, I get excited, because busy people get the most done. Another one is not the right time. There will never be a perfect time, ever. Another one I hear is bookings. Bookings. Where am I going to get the people? That's what I said. The entire hour the woman was at my house, I kept saying, where am I going to get the people? She said, are you trainable? I'm like, yeah. Another one, college. Can't do it. I'm in college. We've had people become sales directors while they're in college. Another one, too old. To that one I say, you know what? My aunt did it in her 70s. It kept her young. Another one is too young. We have 18-year-olds that sign up on their 18th birthday, and they have their whole life ahead of them. Another one is children. Can't do it. I have children. So do I. Not only do I have children, I have 7 grandchildren. It is the greatest career in the world for raising a family. You heard it from all those young moms earlier. But today, I have the 7 grandkids. They're all coming here in 2 weeks. Every single one of them. We were just with the family on the left. That's my son and his wife and children from California. And then the one with the blue dress with the little girl and the guy behind her, that's my son, who was so excited when his wife walked in the door today. And then the other one on the family on the right is my daughter, who is a sales director. They all grew up pink. They all grew up in Mary Kay. And Rachel is my offspring sales director. No makeup. You heard how much I wore and even still wear. I wear it, but I wear the same color all the time because I can't deal with any of that. Saturation, we're not saturated. Don't know anyone? Really? In the whole entire United States of America, you don't know anyone? Because guess what? There's no territories, right? Guess what? We do a lot on Zoom and Facebook Live. Yeah, I bet you know someone. Another one, happy with my life. And to that I can say, that's awesome. But you never know. You heard Danny Sadler today. And she was happy when she lost her job. But I'm sure there was quite a bit of turmoil for the other 50 people that lost theirs. Fear of failure, you'll never know unless you try. If you try it, you like it, stick with it. If you don't, quit. The final one, husband. And to that I say, you know what? Show him this video. When he sees this video, he can learn that the men are black and white. It's like, what, you buy it for a dollar, you sell it for $2. What are you thinking about? That's usually what happens. So be careful if you show him, because he might be the one just really suggesting that you do it. I end with a scale of 1 to 10. I would not sell Mary Kay if it were the last job on this earth and I really needed a job bad. That's a 1. 10 on the scale, 1 to 10 is I'm signing up. What'd she say? $35? Yeah, I guess I've driven through Culver's or Chick-fil-A or In-N-Out Burger or whatever and spent that. Yeah, I guess it really isn't that much, especially if it could change my life. 10 is today. No 5s allowed. We get confused. So don't confuse your Mary Kay Beauty because it's very bad to do that. So do not confuse her. Okay. We are giving away drawings within the next 24 hours of right now. 24 hours. By 8:30 p.m. on May 21st, you enter to win a 2-step hydrating mask when you submit your event feedback to your consultant. Okay. Enter to win a surprise Mary Kay product when you submit your agreement. Enter to win a mini masking set when you book a virtual or in-person party. So we have drawings, the last drawings to do tonight here so that the people that are on can see what they can get here. And let's see, did she send it to you or me or both? Or I don't see it.
I've got it.
It's called Sue and Melissa. Okay.
All right. Here's our winners. We have the Free People Tote. The winner is Samantha Gammon. She is a guest of Sue Fisher. Yay. Congratulations. Then we have the Simple Modern Tote. Mary Adams is our winner, and she's a guest of April Ray. Then we have the Yeti. Oh, my goodness. The winner of that prize is Marcy Sweetman, and she's a guest of Danny Sandler.
Yay.
And lastly, we have the Gooder Sunglasses. Let's see. She is a guest of Allie McMahon, and she is Savannah. Savannah, and her last name begins with M. So congratulations, ladies.
Congratulations. Thank you again for joining us. And please, if you wake up tomorrow wondering about this, who would I facial? Who would I talk to? Just do it. Don't be like her who spent 6 months thinking. There you go. All right. Have a great night.
Bye-bye.